Alright guys, it's me, the TYCOON, coming back to you with another review, and this is of The Penguin, Episode 6, on HBO Max, Sky Atlantic, or Geo Cinema, wherever you're watching this across the planet. As part of my week-by-week series review, I went according to The Penguin. Now, we've only got 2 more episodes left before the series finishes, but this episode was quite emotional in more ways than one. It's the fight back that the Penguin has actually done. And, you saw in the first episode who the Penguin actually idolized in terms of the gangster. It was the gangsters who gave back. And he's done this. So you look at Crown Point, where it was completely flooded out. He's gone in, he's created his mushroom farm for the drug Bliss. He's recruited so many of the local guys to go out there and push the drugs out into the richer areas and make sure that the money's coming back. Vic is doing his part as well, being the money guy, just cycling back using the underground tunnels and making sure that everything is all right and the operation is working perfectly. But there are issues. Crown Point itself still is without power in many, many locations. And this is now affecting Vic, it's affecting the Penguin's mother. Because she is now, she's got access to no hot water, access to no heating, and she is really getting into a state whereby her dementia is catching up and it's going to overtake everything. And she's not going to be able to function, so she's actually gone down the road saying, "Kill me," to her son. It is quite emotional on that basis. You also see that Victor has done his level best to avoid the sort of bully that that was in Crown Point. But the bully has done really well. He's got his little gang together. He's done everything and got them going. To the point whereby Victor tries to buy him off. But, the bully knows about Oz. And he also knows that as Oz's operation has taken place and is going really well, the Maronis and the Gigantes who have united, they are on the hunt for him. They're on the hunt for anyone to do with his stuff. And they do punish anyone that they find. And you see that in the news report. 3 of his people have gotten hit. They've had, their fingers cut off, their little finger cut off, strung up, killed. And that is now putting a lot of pressure on the Penguin. Because what can he do to make money? No one's going to carry around anything. Anyone who's got money on them or any of the drugs on them is going to be killed. So what he decides to do, give it away. Give everyone a freebie. Give it a freebie taste in all the areas which are dominated by the smaller gangs, like the Triads or the Irish Gang or any of the other. And this is where it's now going to be a gold summit, because he knows that he's got the power. He can get the distribution going. And on top of that, the Maronis and the Gigantes, they may well be powerful, but they're not paying attention to everyone else. They're just looking for him. And so he calls a gold summit to have everyone meet up together. While this is taking place, you also see the Maroni. You see Sam Maroni, and he's just doing his part. He's trying to get over his wife's death and his son's death. And he's getting consumed by vengeance. As well as that, Sophia, she finally hooks up with her doctor in a really, sadistic manner. But I think they both wanted that anyway. So, and it's going down the way that they wanted it. But she's on the hunt, and she's now using her intellect even more. So she's finding anyone that is close to the Penguin. The Penguin's misdirection has actually helped him a lot more, because he made sure that the story that he told about his mum being dead, Sophia believed it, and because of that, it's misdirected. Where the Penguin can, where to find the Penguin or any kind of weaknesses. But yeah, the way how it's carrying on at the moment, everyone is going through their emotional journey in terms of revenge and vengeance. You know, but you see the direct action that the Penguin does take on many things, and one of the direct actions that he does take is to get power back to Crown Point. How does he do that? He goes after the councilman. The councilman who's basically paid his gambling debts using city funds. He goes after that guy. And he puts pliers to his nose and pinches her right in the middle here. And that's painful. That's really painful. But he actually comes out and says, "Don't, what are you crying for? It's just your nose." You know, he kind of, the psychotic element of the Penguin is that he will distance himself and he will just make it out that it doesn't mean anything. Come on, yeah, what is this? You know, but really, he's a sadist. You know, but it works to get what he needs, which is the power back to the area again, and that's really wonderful because you see that right at the end. Along the way, again, Sophia finds, I would like to say, the head prostitute that Oswald is really connected to, and she almost kills, Sophia almost kills this prostitute. But she lets her go because she told her the truth that it wasn't her who killed, the women that she was accused of killing. It was her father. And her father locked her away and so on and so forth. So she tells her the story. And because of that, the prostitute actually gives up Oswald's location that he's hidden, which is Crown Point. And it's like, damn, girl. She spared your life. She was going to walk away. Nothing was going to happen to you. And you still gave him up. Man, you really can't trust a hoe. Sorry, kids. But yeah, just getting on with the rest of it. So they have the summit. The summit is taking place, the gold summit. And the Penguin, the only ones that are looking to not really be a part of it are the Triads. Because they know his history. They know he betrays everyone. But he does it out of survival. And there is a method to his madness as well. So he knows what he's doing. It's just how he does it. So from this, it all builds up. And he gets the smaller gangs all on his side. And it all goes well. It's going to go well because now you've got all the smaller gangs that outnumber the combined might of the Maronis and the Gigantes. They're going to take over Gotham, under the Penguin's banner. And it's going to go quite well. Until you see the very last scene where Sophia actually turns up in the apartment where Victor and the Penguin's mum are. And it's left on a cliffhanger. With that being said, guys, this series is going into its final stage, its final act, and it's been really good every step of the way. And I'm loving this. So, as always, whichever platform you're watching this on, whether you're watching this on Facebook, LinkedIn, I don't know, wherever you are watching this, whatever platform you're watching this on, give me a like, give me a follow, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment. And more importantly, if you don't know how to do that, you all need to go back to school. So says the Tycoon.